Hello? You're on the Says channel. Today we're talking about the psychology of a person who never acts. There is a specific mental state that quietly destroys people from the inside, not weakness, not lack of intelligence, but inaction. A person who thinks, plans, understands, but never moves. From the outside, they seem calm. Inside, they are constantly negotiating with themselves. Later, when I'm ready, when the timing is right. And years pass without a single real step. Psychologists often say that the mind prefers certainty over progress. Doing nothing feels safer than doing something that might fail. That's why inaction doesn't feel dangerous at first. It feels reasonable, logical, almost mature. But over time, the cost becomes invisible. Self-respect slowly fades. You begin to doubt not your ideas, but yourself. Joe Rogan once said on his podcast that most people don't lack motivation. They lack the ability to tolerate discomfort. Action creates friction. It exposes you. Inaction protects your ego. If you never try, you never fail. But you also never prove anything to yourself. And the mind starts to associate safety with stagnation. Look at someone like Elon Musk. Before Tesla or SpaceX succeeded, he spent years being ridiculed. Rockets exploded. Companies nearly collapsed. But he acted anyway, not because he was fearless, but because action mattered more than comfort. He once said that failure is an option. If things aren't failing, you're not innovating enough. A person who never acts never even reaches the point where failure is possible. There's also a quieter example. A former Navy SEAL once shared that fear doesn't disappear when you wait. It grows. The missions he feared most were always easier once he moved. But the waiting before action, that's where anxiety lived. The human psyche magnifies fear in stillness. Movement shrinks it. A person who never acts slowly becomes a spectator of their own life. They watch others move forward and explain it away with excuses. They were lucky. They had connections. They're different. But the real difference is simple. They moved before they felt ready. Action didn't come from confidence. Confidence came from action. Inaction rewires the brain. Every delay teaches the mind that avoidance works. Every excuse strengthens the habit of staying still. Over time, even small decisions feel heavy, not because they are hard, but because the person no longer trusts themselves to follow through. The psychology is clear. The mind doesn't reward intentions. It rewards evidence. And the moment you take responsibility for the first step, something shifts. Fear doesn't vanish. Doubt doesn't disappear. But for the first time, you're no longer stuck inside your own head. The truth is uncomfortable, but freeing. No one is coming to push you. No perfect moment is arriving. And once you accept that, action stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like control. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, feel free to support the channel with a like, subscription, or a comment. And remember this: awareness is the first step, responsibility is the second, but action is everything.